Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am playing Call of Duty Vanguard. The reason I have got myself this game and started playing it is because Battlefield 2042 is so bad at the moment. DICE and EA are so out of touch with their community. I've heard bad things about Vanguard, so I wanted to pit the two against each other and see how I felt. And I've played, 5 or 6 games on Vanguard now. You're seeing the gameplay of the very first match. And depending on what you're playing on BF 2042, I had way more fun on Vanguard. And it hurts to say that. I've always preferred Battlefield over Call of Duty. But for some reason, it just, I don't know. The maps are so small. I played, Ship House 24/7? And because it's such a small map, it felt good to actually be part of an infantry-focused map. Because when you jump into all-out warfare on Battlefield 2042, it's focused on vehicles. The maps are far too open, they're far too big. Even with 128 players, the maps are huge. But not only that, in 2042, you have all-out warfare with 2 modes being Conquest and Breakthrough. You have Hazard Zone, which has such a low amount of players, DICE even stopped tracking its data a week after the game released. And then you have Portal, which isn't even realistically Battlefield 2042. There's a couple of modes in there for BF 2042 maps, but a big portion of it focuses on the older games. And I mean, they showed that much lack of care. They didn't even include Battlefield 4, 1 or 5 in Portal. It's everything older. So when you compare the, 2 different game modes that you have in All Out Warfare, you compare that to Call of Duty where you have 8 different game modes, and you also have 3 different styles in order to switch them up and play with a different amount of players. Plus you also then have hardcore game modes. And that's comparing to the 2 modes that you have in All Out Warfare. But then you have Hazard Zone and Portal are 2 extra modes. You've got 4 modes in Battlefield 2042. You have 8 different game modes and 3 different styles to play each of the game modes, and then you have hardcore variants of them as well. But not only that, what I've just said to you, All Out Warfare consisting of Conquest and Breakthrough, Hazard Zone and Portal is everything you get in Battlefield 2042. As well as the different game modes and the different styles and hardcore and everything you get in Vanguard, there's also a full-on campaign, and there's also a zombies mode. I'm not going to include Warzone because that's been around for a long time. I'm just talking about Vanguard-specific stuff. Even whether it's good or not, I'm just comparing the 2 games. So Battlefield 2042 went for a multiplayer-only experience, and they still really badly failed with it. In Battlefield 2042, you have 22 weapons available. In Call of Duty Vanguard, one of them might be a shield, but you have 31 to choose from. I've even played indie games that cost maybe £15 or £20 on Steam that have more weapons in early access than what Battlefield 2042 does for a full release that will cost you up to $120. But then when things got really bad, because Vanguard does have a lot of issues, when things got really bad for the players, even if they don't get around to fixing it, the developers actually put out a note that lets players know that they do hear them. They said, "We wanted to take a minute to talk about fixing the game. We hear you and we feel your frustrations. Our teams are hard at work addressing the issues that are being experienced across Vanguard, Warzone and Modern Warfare. Updates are being deployed as quickly as possible. We want everyone to have a seamless experience no matter which game mode or platform you play on. Your feedback is a critical part of our development process to make our games the best they can be. Stay posted for real-time updates, and for the most frequent ones, make sure you are following." Then it's got Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward and Treyarch. So even if they don't fix it, they've at least acknowledged that there are loads and loads of issues. EA and DICE have been silent. They haven't said anything. In fact, they are out there insulting their players, showing images of things that don't exist and titling it World of 2042. Also putting out tips and tricks guides on how to play Conquest, which has been a staple of the franchise for 20 years. But not only that, DICE and EA, as well as completely ignoring everything, they've also blamed their players for being toxic in the Battlefield 2042 subreddit, and it got close to being closed down. But not only that, their moderators are a joke when it comes to Battlefield 2042. I had someone on Twitter mention me in a thread of screenshots of just how, arrogant, ignorant, whatever you want to call it, they were just really defensive about the game, and then also carried on to explain their volunteers, but they were really rude about everything when they were asked a polite question. The person that left the questions actually got called impatient and said it, like, called selfish, saying, oh, it's all about you, when it was just a simple question. Very, very simple one. At the same time as me completely bashing 2042 in this video, I'm not licking the arse of Vanguard. I know it has its problems, and I'm not completely chucking 2042 in the gutter, but I did have a lot of fun playing Call of Duty Vanguard. Even the zombies, it's weird. It's nothing like what I've experienced in zombies before. I haven't tried the campaign. I have no intentions to play the campaign. I'm just really playing these games for the multiplayer experiences. But if I do play anything outside of Portal in 2042, it's not enjoyable for me. I don't even try Hazard Zone anymore. I played like 1 or 2 matches. I can't be bothered with it. And then All Out Warfare is 128 players, even with the 64 player mode. The maps are just far too big, far too open. I don't like it. I don't have fun playing it. It's not infantry focused or anywhere near as infantry focused as it should be. Even if they were to make separate modes and have one that was more infantry focused, it would be appreciated, but they don't listen to anything they are ever, like anything that's ever put across, not anything they're told. They don't listen to any opinion or feedback, they just shut it off. So as I've said, CoD does have a lot of issues itself, like changing the Warzone map and ignoring the feedback about it, having loads of other issues in the game too. But at least Vanguard is putting out updates every so often. 2042's been slacking with absolutely everything, and it's live service, so updates are supposed to be regular. Oh wait, no, they did put out an update. They brought back a mode they had the week before into the game. They brought in just a mix and match of things to featured, including something called Like Musical Chairs with Guns. And I've done a video on the channel if you want to hear more about the musical chairs. I almost threw up where the game is so shit, or the mode is so shit. And besides that, what did they do? They released a cowboy outfit. And it's been leaked. Apparently there's going to be like a clown outfit coming into the game too. And I never ever thought I would prefer playing a Call of Duty game over a Battlefield game. And I'm sure there will be rants on the channel for COD sooner or later. But this year I do think COD is the better game. So far with everything that's going on, I'm going to put COD above Battlefield. And I really, really don't want to do that. But I have no choice. You don't even have a scoreboard or a server browser or voice chat in Battlefield 2042. You can't even filter to which maps you want to play when you're playing multiplayer. You just get what you're given, and the rotation sucks. As I said, I much prefer Battlefield as a franchise due to its more grown-up sort of nature. I've always felt COD is really arcadey. Battlefield's more of a, like when I was a teenager, I used to say, oh, Battlefield's the man's game. Like it's got more of a like a grown-up sort of background to it, in my opinion. But I think Battlefield 2042 is going even more arcadey with some of the Portal modes, like the musical chairs, and also they did around Christmas Attack of the Elves, which was a Call of Duty infected mode, and it was just so bad. But yeah, what we're going to do is leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about it. I did put out a community post asking which game you preferred, and majority vote went to none of the above, which was quite expected, but if you do have a preference between 2042 and Vanguard, let me know your thoughts and stuff about it in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.